I feel really proud because it's something which is never happened as far as my knowledge is concerned. So being the first is always gives you a great feeling of achievement. So I feel really great. Yeah.
And what do you think would be the challenges when you being the first blind judge in Kenya? What would be the challenges?
Main challenges I think is related to the infrastructure because our systems are not that much accessible. But I hope that government will take the most appropriate steps to ensure accessibility, and thereby I'll be able to work in a very comfortable way. I'm sure about that.
And can you please tell us how you actually wrote the exam? What was the motivation? Because it had never happened in the history.
Yes. So if I talk about the motivation, so when I enrolled as an advocate, after that, my senior and my parents, my family, they encouraged me to give the exam. But at that time, I was not at all sure whether I'll be able to appear for this exam because there was a explicit bar on 100% visually impaired people for appearing for this exam. But when the Supreme Court ruling came, at that time it was like a really a revolution, I would say. So then I applied for the exam and gave the exam. So yeah, then I'm here. And if I talk about writing the exam, so a scribe was appointed. So they will read the question and I'll have to dictate the answers. So that's how I.
And you won the first rank in LLB. Can you just tell us something about how your student days went and what the support meant for you from the parents and the civil society in large?
Yes. So when I studied the LLB, so at that time I was the only visually impaired student in the college, and the faculty, they were really nice because even though they were not habitual in teaching the differently able students, but they really tried to understand me what are my requirements, and they taught me very well, and in that way I was being able to overcome that gap, and that's how I gave the exams. And also what I did is like I made utmost use of the technology for preparing the notes and making other references, and I also made the use of braille script, and that's how I secured first rank. And yeah.
Probably you would be the first blind judge even in the country, I guess. So how confident are you actually? The judicial system is quite complicated. How confident are you in taking up the job?
Yes, I'm very well confident because if something is complicated doesn't mean that it's impossible. So I'm quite sure that I will be provided with all amenities and uh, necessary requirements. And yes, I'm very well confident that I'll be able to.
To other people who will be having similar dreams in a similar condition like yours.
What I would say is never consider yourself as weak because being a having some disability is not at all our fault. No, it's not anyone's fault. So if you start thinking about it and just sit quiet, it will not be fair. So find your abilities. Every person will have certain abilities, and some chances will come in your life. So you'll have to find that chance, and we'll have to move accordingly. So as it happened in my case. So we should work hard. Hard work and consistency is the main key. So yes.
Were you blind from the birth or is it developed in between? How
It's
was your school days? How do you think these conditions around us are kind of supporting us or kind of not providing us enough chances for the blind people or generally with people with disabilities?
Yes. So I am visually challenged by birth. It's a congenital condition, and I studied in a special school till my seventh standard. It's a model school for the blind, Dharmashala. So there I was fortunate to study the Braille script, which I would always say which molded my life. From there also we were taught certain social skills because after seventh standard you should enter into the mainstream, to the society. So there how we should mingle with the other people. All these skills I was taught from that school. After that, I came to normal school. That is from 8th to 10th, I studied in Parashnikadav High School. and there the teachers were really supportive. And then after, for my 11th and 12th, I did it in Morara GHSS. And when I was in 12th, I just decided that I should do LLB. In that time, it was something which is like a lot of people asked me like whether you would be able to do it, because LLB, as we know, it's a heavy syllabus and lot of tasks we have to complete. But I was let me try, because taking a chance is not at all a wrong thing. And that's how I gave the entrance and came on the merit and did my LLB.